Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'd like to share with you how I made my ZGallerie inspired wall sconce. So if you're interested in seeing how I made this, then just keep watching. For this project, I used some of the Dollar Tree tower games. I used some of their square mirrors, some large craft sticks, some black acrylic paint. I also used some of these 3-inch mirrors that I purchased from Michael's for a little over $1, as well as some of these 1-inch mirrors as well. And finally, my wood glue E6000 hot glue gun and glue sticks. I'll leave the complete list of everything that I used down in the description box. So the first thing I did was use my wood glue to attach 4 of the tower game wooden pieces together. I continued gluing 4 of the blocks together and then connecting those sets of 4s until I had 15 sets of 4 in total. I let that dry for about 20 minutes. And then I removed the black tabs from 6 of my Dollar Tree square mirrors. And I used those mirrors to help me mark where I needed to add additional wood pieces. Here, I'm marking directly in the center of the opposite side of each of the mirrors. I then use my wood glue to attach 3 additional wood pieces where I place those markings. Once those pieces were glued down, I also made markings at the top corner of each of the mirrors as well. I then removed those mirrors, and then I used the wood glue to also attach 7 additional wood pieces where I placed those markings as well. Next, I use my hot glue to attach craft sticks to the back of my design as well. Because the mirrors will have some weight to them, this should help with the overall stability of my project. Next, I painted the back and sides of my design with my black acrylic paint, as well as 5 single wood pieces as well. Once my paint was dry, I flipped my design over, and then I used my E6000 to attach my 6 square mirrors. As you can see, I'm adding the mirrors in a zigzag design. I'm also using the E6000 without hot glue because it allows me to easily adjust and slide my mirrors to ensure that they are properly in place. Once I place my 5-inch mirrors, I then remove the black tabs from my 3-inch mirrors, and I place those along my design as well. And to give my design more dimension, I added 6 additional 3-inch mirrors. And to add even more dimension, I then used my E6000 to place down my 5 single wood tower pieces, and then I added 3-inch mirrors on top of those wood pieces as well. I did notice that these mirrors were sliding a bit, so I decided to add just a bead of hot glue just to ensure that the mirrors stayed in place until they had time to permanently dry. I then randomly added my 1-inch mirrors to my design as well. Four hours later, I used an X-Acto knife to remove excess E6000, and I also cleaned my mirrors. To complete the project, I used my E6000 to attach these really pretty mercury LED candles that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and then I allowed my design to dry for a complete 24 hours. I used 4 sets of large command strips to hang my design, and here was my finished look. Later, I decided to make a second wall sconce for my master bedroom, but I didn't want to manually turn the lights on and off, so I purchased these timed battery-operated wire lights from Target. For my second wall sconce, I repeated the same steps of putting together the blocks and craft sticks, but I only painted the edges of my design. And instead of painting the 5 single pieces, I used the wood glue to attach 2 of the wood pieces together and made 4 sets of that, as well as 1 set of 6 pieces put together as well. I hope that makes sense. I then fed the copper wire of the lights through the bottom right of my wall sconce, leaving the battery pack on top. I then flipped my design over and I began using the hot glue to attach the copper wire along the back of my wall sconce. These wire lights were 9.5 feet long, but they still wasn't quite long enough for me to go around the complete back of the wall sconce, so I cut across where I needed and I made it work. I then added my wood pieces to the front of my wall sconce as I did in my first project. I added that 5th larger piece towards the bottom area where I fed through my wires. And as I did in my first project, I then added the 3-inch mirrors on top of those wood blocks, as well as my 1-inch mirrors as well. Four hours later, I wrapped the excess wire around my larger block, and then I added just a dab of the hot glue to the back of the battery pack just to ensure that the battery pack stayed in place. I then allowed my design to dry for a complete 24 hours. And because I'm only using a small bead of hot glue to hold the battery pack in place, I will be able to pull that battery pack back up, change the batteries, and then add another bead of hot glue to reattach the battery pack in place. To complete the project, I cleaned my wall sconce. Again, I used the 4 large sets of command strips to hang my design, and here was my finished look. This second wall sconce was definitely my favorite. I really like the fact that it's timed to automatically come on and stay on for 6 hours and then off 18. I also like the fact that it has a modern glam look that fits perfectly in my master bedroom. Let me know down in the comments which wall sconce you like best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If so, please like, comment, and share. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and be sure to turn on your notifications so that you don't miss my next video. Remember, I upload new videos every single week. So until next time, guys, bye.